Mina returned to her rural hometown when she felt deeply lost. This is the place where she grew up, but now only a few households remain, making it feel very desolate. Compared to the bustling city, this quietness brought her an immense sense of peace. The air quality in the countryside was excellent, but the humidity was very high, which caused Mina quite a few problems. Clothes that were washed seemed to never dry, and the kitchen tools had all become covered in mold. To remove the humidity in the house, Mina lit a stove in the already hot summer. As the blue smoke rose from the chimney, the dampness in the house was gradually drawn out. Taking advantage of the remaining heat from the stove, Mina decided to bake some bread. She poured flour into a bowl, added an appropriate amount of yeast and water, and mixed them together. Then let the dough rest and rise for 2 hours. This would allow the yeast to work its magic, and make the dough rise perfectly. 2 hours later, Mina shaped the risen dough into a long strip, sprinkled a layer of dry flour on top, and used a small knife to make several cuts in the dough, to allow the bread to rise evenly while baking. 20 minutes later, a homemade loaf of bread, a bit rough around the edges, was ready. Summer is the peak growing season for most crops, and also the time when weeds grow most vigorously. While tools can clear most weeds in the fields, the ones hidden between the paths require manual work. Weeding is almost a daily task, because weeds have an incredibly strong vitality, and even if pulled out by the roots, they will sprout again in just a few days. This made Mina feel both frustrated and helpless. She often felt like the weeds would never end. Before most crops were harvested, Mina often turned to nature for food. For example, the plant called chienma that grows near the stream is not only a natural herb, but also a refreshing dish on the table. After washing and peeling the chienma plant, it is briefly blanched and ready to eat. The red part of the root is chopped to release its stickiness, then mixed with an appropriate amount of miso and vinegar, and stirred well, resulting in a delicious dish to go with rice. When she had no appetite during the summer, this dish could help her eat 2 large bowls of rice. It also has the benefits of clearing heat, detoxifying, and expelling wind and dampness. Behind Mina's house, there is a fruit tree, which bears abundant fruit every summer. The ripe fruits are so sweet they can be overwhelming, while the unripe fruits have a sour, astringent taste.